Hi everyone, it is Christy, and I'm here today to talk to you about the difference between binding and attachments with spirits and companions. Now, for the purposes of today, I'm going to use this crystal, and yes, it is for sale if anyone's interested. But I'm going to use this as an example so people can see what I'm talking about. Originally, when I started this video, on my other attempt, I used this ring, but it's kind of small, and this is just easier to grasp, and it's easier for everybody to kind of see what I'm talking about. So, first, let's go into the definition of binding and attachment. Binding is taking a being and putting their soul there in here and locking them. This is where they live. Okay? An attachment is getting the energy from a being and attaching it, connecting it to the item, to the vessel, and that allows a person to feel their energy in a more tangible sense. Now, many of us use the word binding but mean attachment just because it's the word everybody uses, but I'm trying to slowly incorporate the word attachment into my business because I don't like the term binding. For spell work, I do binding work, and I bind people. I have bound other witches, other people from doing harm to themselves, to others, preventing them from doing certain things or behaving a certain way. The thing is, you can't make a person change their behavior, so you can only stop them from doing something. That being said, you have to realize that when you're working with spirits and entities, most of them are higher dimensional. Even some of the lower dimensional have more abilities than we do, are stronger, can see more, have higher perception than we do. We are very just unilateral, where most spirits and companions are multilateral and multidimensional, and they can do things we can't. And to think that we are able to lock their soul and prevent them from going more than a certain distance around this vessel, it's kind of egotistical and foolish, in my opinion. When I do an attachment, I talk to the spirits that I'm working with and the entities, and I ask them, will you please, let me put your energy into this item so that your human companion can feel your energy and has a tangible connection, because we're tangible beings. We need to see and feel and remember. But you don't need to have this vessel with you to feel them, and you don't need to have this vessel with you for them to be with you. And most spirits and entities have other lives. Spirits go everywhere, just like angels. Entities, they can be in many places at one time. Again, just like angels. They have lives. They have children. They have family members. They have jobs. You have to remember that they're on other realms. They may be another being, but they're still a living being that has a life. And they have chosen you to be with. They have chosen to come forth to work with you, whether it's because there's a connection from a past life, because they've seen your energy and they want to work with you. I mean, there's just so many reasons why entities and spirits come forth. You can't put it into one specific reason. But you also can't think that someone, especially a human, can bind them to a rock and say, no, you can't go anywhere else. Your soul is stuck right here. Now, please use your common sense when you're thinking about this. Think about a goddess or a god. Are humans going to be able to bind a god to this? come on. No. They are so much more powerful than we are. They can stop the energy. It's energy, and that's what we are working with, energy. So the tall and the short of it is, binding is not something that spirits, are there. When they're bound to your body, they are not attached to you and never going anywhere else. Their energy is connected to you. They're attached. They are not bound. They are not tied. They are not locked. They are not prisoners. Their energy flows through you for you to feel better, to feel them better. In some cases, feel better, depending on the reason they're there for. But attachment is what we do, using the word binding loosely. So remember this the next time you ask, are they there all the time? Are they living there? Why did they choose my heart chakra? Why did they choose, because when I do my attachments, the beings I work with, they choose the area that they want to be connected to so you can feel it better. They don't live there. They're not locked in your collarbone or your back of your neck. They're not locked in your third eye. That is just where their energy is centered and focused so you can feel it better. They are strong beings. Some are like us, very unilateral, and most just have things that they can do that we can't even imagine. So think wisely before you listen to someone that says they're locked into something, because they're not. They're attached. I hope that helps. And I will be doing another video in a little bit about working with your companions. Have a great day. Much love and blessings. Bye.